the butter pan really come from the ghetto, you know. So that had a stigma with itself.
This all-star band was called TASPO, Trinidad All-Steel Percussion Orchestra.
We were the only musical band from the Commonwealth who attended the Festival of Britain 1951.
Everybody was so amazed. What is that? It's trash cans. They were not even painted beautiful. Let's leave it raw as they were.
One day we were practicing, and the police just come in the yard with hammers and smashed our parents up.
When the skin drum was banned, when they turned it to the bamboo, and they cut the bamboo in different lengths, and they beat them.
A metallic container, if you beat it.
More than happy and delighted to be here, and certainly to encourage and support what is being done.
I thought the film was really excellent. I thought that it's really good to get out Caribbean people's music and an original music like Steelpan, and it's a courageous thing for him to get this together and do all the research. It's really important historically. I'm a Jamaican descendant, so really important.
I thought it was awesome. It was in depth. It wasn't just about calypso. It was about, seeing as they went all over, they took it all over the world. I like that these other countries incorporated their own style of music, especially Japan. I like that part of it. So yeah, I thought it was really good.
I think it really encapsulates the history of Pan, and I think for me, what really stood out for me was the fact that it's become international. It unifies humanity. It unifies a whole lot of people from all over the world, and it was really surprising to see that how many people around the world, like Switzerland, Japan, Canada, Nigeria, have taken up the Pan. And I am so pleased to see that it's been documented. It's a historical moment, and it's been captured by those who were the founders of Steelpan, and I really enjoyed the documentary. So I want to say thanks, Keith. Congratulations.
Very difficult to have a favorite because I know very much of what we're attempting to do. I was a bit taken by Nigeria, and and how they are trying with a different rhythm, as it were. It's new, but it's good news. Yeah, but I think among us, it's also educating ourselves as Caribbean people. What our steel band is about, because it's about calypso, it's about liberation, and it's about being free to express ourselves on these occasions.
It's something that is always needed to be documented. It's a start. There's a lot more work to be done, but this is a brilliant start by Keith and Gabby. They've done a tremendous amount of work. They brought this to the fore, and it's now about spreading it to the world.
I like that we spoke about Trinidad and Tobago in it. You introduced the rest of the world. I see what Nigeria is doing as well. I don't know, I can't say I have a favorite part, but I like to see where Pan is heading, or where it has headed in this 21st century.
I really enjoyed the film. It's hard to choose a moment. I thought that the 2012 was really good, and it was a good moment seeing people talking and in depth about Steelpan. It's hard for me to choose the moment, but I really enjoyed being part of it. So it was really nice to hear my own voice singing Panomundo, Panomundo. So at the end, so the credits, I sang for Keith. So it was really nice to sing that song. So it's a special moment for me to be part of the film.
At the very beginning of part one, when the introduction of the poetry, it told a story where the resources and the talent met. I felt that was really nice. But most of the film, if not all of it, I'm familiar with the places. I've lived in Japan for 2 years. I've been all over the place with steel bands on the cultural exchanges in the 70s, 80s and 90s. great part of Notting Hill Carnival. So, to me, all of it. I really enjoyed making it with Keith and Cherise, and I enjoyed getting the older men to make it, which was the most difficult part, trying to persuade the older guys that we needed to do this, mainly because they were rivals. As bands have rivals, you know, but because they've known me for best part of 50 years as a small child prodigy among them, that I think that they probably liked me enough to do it. I would hope to think something like that.
I'm Irish, but living in London for 30 years, it's quite nice to see the London part of it too. And also to see where it has got all over the world. So it was amazing, really enjoyed it.
3 words: excellent, relevant, and very dynamic.
Wicked fine and educational.
It's powerful, it's pioneering, and extremely educational.
Splendid is one word. I used the word awesome already, and I think it can be spectacular.
I would say inspirational, historical, and I would say international. I mean, what I'd like to say is I think music unifies all races and creeds, and I think this really signifies that Pan does that, Pan music does that. So I really feel that it really celebrates that. So thank you, Keith, for that.
We're energetic, historical, and really enlightening.
Be encouraged.
First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to say how proud I am of what Keith and Cherise have done. I think it's been a splendid work, and it's indicative of a labour of love, tenacity, resilience, fortitude that has taken place under a very restricted budget, and without the passion and the commitment it wouldn't have come about. And I think that it's also a testimony of how when people are really committed about something, that irrespective of the various obstacles and the naysayers and people who basically haven't got their best wishes at heart, that something can come out. And this, as I understand it, is a seminal piece of work, because I don't think there's anything else similar that's yet been in the cinematic marketplace. And let's hope it does well. He's a great chap. Cherise is a beautiful lady, and they deserve all of the plaudits that they can possibly get. Bless you, bless you.
I appreciate it because it's something that is very educational. It's a background, the history of the Steelpan, and the shame of it, I hope that you get to a stage where the Steelpan will be recognized just as another instrument. Yeah, and they don't point about it because it's educational and historic where that the pan come from. The certain bucket that he had to finance it on his own. I think that there should be some input from maybe the educational department or something towards this. If he went to those authorities, it's something that's gonna last for a long time in schools, in the community. You know, it's where it come from. So good on him, and I wish him all the best.
I think it was a marvelous attempt to put things right, as according to where I'm coming from in the sequence of events. From 1976, I was toying with an idea like this, and to see it come to fruition plus 30 years after is a real marvelous feeling. It's very hard to be objective when you're a part of something like this, but because I've been a part of it from the inside for many years, most of my youth, the feedback that I am getting from the players and the people of interest in the Steelpan world is phenomenal, as you can see. So I think that we have done an excellent job, considering all of the patriarchs in the Steelpan world are slowly dying. And this is what made me very anxious over the last few years, that we would not have been able to get such a comprehensive understanding of the Steelpans as they are today. So from that perspective, I think that we have made something for the history. And for the future, where that goes, who knows?
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.